Hello everyone, it's Laura. I am back with another haul video. I purchased these items at a thrift store, my unique, like Savers and Value Village, and my intention with all of these things is to resell them on eBay, Poshmark, Etsy, Depop, or just keep them for and wear them. We'll see. I'm just going to go through some of these things with you. I don't want this to be a terribly long video because I have a tendency to ramble, which I say every time I film anything. We're going to go ahead and just get started with this. I think it's mostly clothing. All right, let's see what we've got. So first, whoops, nope, there's a mug in there. All right, it did not break. First I have this dress, which is like, oh, that's the back. So it's a little 50s style. It's got a nice full skirt. I mean, 60s, not 50s. And it has a tiny pocket up here, which is cute, and then nice larger patch pockets on the skirt. Little tiki-esque kind of fabric. And the sleeveless, the back has buttons. Thankfully, all the buttons are there. They are not exciting buttons, so I won't bother showing you. It does have a tag, but it's like one of these bullshit tags that has no information on it. My sense of style says 60s on this. The tag does have country of origin as well as washing instructions on it and fabric content. So I can never remember. I feel like country of origin and washing instructions at a certain point were each like mandated. I think country of origin was probably mandated earlier in time, and then washing instructions were required starting in the 70s, I believe, but I can't remember. I think I get those things mixed up. And RN numbers started, I kept thinking it was 1959, and they started in like 51 or 52, but the format changed in 59. So anyway, look it up, it's all online. I'll list it as 60s because that's what I think it is. So, oh, look, cute little V-neck line. Anyway, that's that. It was listed as $10, and I probably paid $10. I don't think there was any sale in particular that day. This is stanky, so it's going to need its bath. Also, in the last video that I did, I talked a little bit about how I soak stuff, so if you care, you can go watch that one. It's also got awesome dresses in it, and it's not terribly long. All right, let's see. This is less exciting. I'll show you this. So this is just a men's undershirt. This is a vintage Fruit of the Loom. All right, and I can't remember how good the lighting is with this setup, so that's why I'm going to hold the tag different places. But anyway, so you can tell by the tag that it's older. It's all cotton. Also, the sleeves at the end have that single seam stitching. So I don't have a t-shirt to show you double seam. There's a million videos. I know I've talked about it before a while back. So it's just got one seam of stitching here. More modern t-shirts will have double seams at the hem and sleeves. So the single seam stitching is usually a hallmark of like 80s and 70s or earlier. For regular t-shirts, graphic tees, it tends to be 80s and 70s because that's when they were more popular. There are older t-shirts, but undershirts obviously have a longer history. Anyway, these can go for some nice money. I just sold a jockey undershirt V-neck for $25 on eBay. So I pick them up when I see them. They're pretty easy to list. I paid $3 for this, and it will probably also go around $25. I'll look it up, but it's gonna be in that neighborhood somewhere. I think on the low end, I've sold them for like 12 when it's really was a bad decision on my part, so. This dress is very cool. I think I like these. This was $15. So it's just a knit dress and buttons up the front, obviously. And, just the way that it's knit, it's slimmer at the waist. It's got this nice nubby sort of slubbed, I think it is, and then it's got, the skirt is a little bit wider and it has those triangular panels in the back, and I think that, or no, on both sides. I think that's called goring or gore, G-O-R-E. And then on the back, it's very adorable. Hold on. The collar just sort of does that little sailor type of thing. It buttons up both sides, so I guess it buttons up into a turtleneck, but if you don't choose to wear it that way, the collar would lay down that flat. It's going to also need some cleaning. It's got some discoloration of the underarms. It's not terrible, but it's there. And I'm going to try and get that out. I use vinegar and baking soda paste on that, and that usually works nicely. And then OxyClean if the color does not come out. Vinegar and baking soda works for smell also. This one doesn't seem to have that problem, thankfully. All right, let's see. This mug, this is just a dumb mug, but one of these big hug mugs. So I always get these when I see them, only because I've listed them on Etsy, so I just copy the listing, add new photos, and maybe update a description. Like this mug has this weird little white mark on it, which does not, it looks like sticker residue, but it's not. I don't know what it is. And then there's like a little chip here in the paint of the lettering, like a little scratch, not a chip. So, you know, I'll update the listing with that stuff, but it's so easy to list. And they sell nicely, usually for 15 plus shipping. Someone else recently sold one from, she lives in Canada, and she sold it, I think, for 20, and then the shipping was at least like 15 bucks. So I might try this one at, I have to look at the, I want to say 20, I might do 20 shipped, only because it's got damage that I was thinking 25 shipped, or, you know, but whatever. Anyway, easy listing, not even worth this long of a conversation. But those are popular mugs. And speaking of mugs, I don't, one of these is, hold on, please. Yeah, these, I think I got all the same day. I think anyway, I got this glass, milk glass type of mug. This is Glass Bake, and it's a Father's Day, or not a Father's, it's a father's mug. Dad, skipper of his crew. I like the coloring of the graphic. It's in great shape, and it's marked as 1980 on the back there. There is a stamp there. You can't see it, I'm sure, because I can barely see it, but you guys know what glass looks like stamped. It does say microwave safe, so we know it's a little bit later, probably 80s, I guess. But anyway, I like milk glass mugs like that, and this will be like 15 shipped, you know, on Etsy. These I really liked though. These super pretty colors, like this teal aqua type of thing, made in Japan. So these are probably 60s, 70s. And I just thought they were really pretty. I'm not always big on stoneware, but sometimes I find one that I just really want to keep forever. But I won't, because I have 8,000 mugs that I already don't use. I use a stoneware mug that I bought that's really pretty, but it had a big crack in it, so I can't really sell it. So I just use that instead of any of the other bajillion mugs that I have. I use the same one all the time. Still don't want to get rid of the other mugs. So that's those. This thing, it's got stuff in it right now, but I got this garbage can too, and I think it was at that same, it was at a Unique, and I just don't remember which trip it was. So I've built up a couple of things, but I love this. I love the painted roses on it. This is, so this stuff, I believe it's pronounced Tole, T-O-L-E. And often it was done on trays. I think that what they were is a lot of times they were kits that were sold and you would do the painting yourself. I don't think that that's what this was. I do like the top of this sort of filigree type of thing. Oh, maybe you can see it there. And then the side has handles with little lion heads on them, which was really cool. I was thinking that this might be Ransburg, but it's not marked at all. It still might be, I don't know, and I don't actually know if I'm going to sell it. I probably will, because I already have like too many garbage cans. I don't really need that many, but it's pretty. Right now these are my poly mailers that I wrap clothes in for storage, so I just threw them all in here when I was doing some cleaning. Oh, hello Jobs. I got a friend over here right now. Okay, let's see. What else do I have in here? I have this. This is so pretty. It's so tiny. But look at this dress. It's beautiful. It is very tiny. I love, though, this is all embroidered. It's got this little thing. The colors and the design of it look 40s to me, but I'm gonna assume that it's 50s just based on the silhouette. Maybe even 60s. Sometimes I'm not great with some of these things. It's got a metal zipper up the back. There's no tags in it. You know, like no manufacturer tags or whatever. But, you know, the construction is all this sort of raw edged kind of stuff. But it's so pretty and it's in nice condition. And let's see, I'm just trying to see if it can be, probably cannot really be let out. No, nope. Nope. So only like 12-year-old girls can fit in this dress. So if you have any really fashionable 12-year-olds. Anyway, super pretty though. And this was 10 or 15? 15. This definitely was a day where I paid too much money for some of these things, but they had some really great vintage dresses this particular trip. And there was a lot that I did not get. Some really cool, like those 60s, 70s, more like psychedelic-y kind of prints on that polyester fabric, like that house coat type of things. So cool. But I had to limit what I was doing because, you know, you can't spend $80,000 every time I go to the store. Let's see. Okay. This dress, so pretty. Obviously 80s. The print was amazing on this, so I really love it. It's got a boned bodice with some smocking in the back. And oh, Elvis is up here. He's going to be making some noise in a minute because that's what he does. That's right, you guys know Elvis. But anyway, and this is like a decent size, I think. It's at least a size small, probably. I could probably get this on, and I'm a small to a medium, depending on which body part we're referring to. So, but just really pretty. And I paid $10 for this, and I probably would do this, I want to say around the $60 mark, maybe even a little more because of the print. I just think that the roses against the black is so striking. It's really nice. So that is gorgeous and does not smell musty and gross, which is amazing. The last thing that I got from this trip, love these, are these panties. Y'all know I love me some panties. And so if I just looked at these without this tag on it, I would have pinned them as 80s. But, and maybe they are, honestly. I get, so this is the store tag that's still on them. So they're obviously new old stock. And it's from Glidden's Hollywood is the name on the tag, but it has a Saks Fifth Avenue tag in there too. So it's fancy. But anyway, vintage panties always do great on eBay. I paid $3 for these. So let's see if you can see that tag a little better there. These are, as I said, Glidden's, made in USA. They're marked a size medium. Maybe. And then the back is all sheer. So I'll put these up on eBay. I don't know how much for yet because this is a little bit different than what I normally do, but I'm going to guess around, I'd put them up on eBay for like 25 or best offer. See how that does. So that's them. And that is all of that haul for today. I told you I would try not to be obnoxiously long with it, and I think that I succeeded. So I do have more videos coming. Try and keep up with them. You should subscribe. I never ask anybody to do that. Subscribe, thumbs up me, comment, follow me on stuff, whatever. I don't want to be obnoxious about this. So thank you for watching, and I will see you soon.